Chapter 1: The Arrival. The audio diary begins with the harsh clanging of heavy iron doors, a chilling sound echoed by the nervous whispers of new inmates. Eli, a 35-year-old former artist, captures the raw emotions of his first day in this medium-security prison, a stark contrast to the safe world he once knew. As he walks the cold, sterile corridors, the metallic clang of bars resonates with his isolation and fear. The pain of being separated from his young daughter weighs heavily on his heart, amplifying feelings of guilt and despair. Eli describes the haunting silence that surrounds him, broken only by distant shouts and the unsettling shuffle of guards. Yet amidst this chaos there lies a flicker of determination. He vows to channel his artistic spirit into his circumstances, using this diary as a canvas to express his innermost thoughts and emotions. Seeking redemption in a world that feels impossibly dark. Chapter 2: The Den of Redemption. Through the heartfelt voice of Maya, a passionate advocate for inmate reform, we explore the transformative power of creativity within the prison walls. She narrates the vibrant atmosphere of the creative workshops, where inmates come together to paint, draw, and express their stories through art. The soundscape is filled with brushes whispering against canvas and the occasional laughter of participants sharing their creations. Maya recounts the mural initiative, where inmates from diverse backgrounds collaborate to depict their lives and dreams. As their stories unfold on the bleak walls, a sense of unity emerges, transcending past grievances. The emotional weight of despair begins to lift, replaced by glimpses of hope and possibility. Maya's voice crackles with excitement as she describes the impact of these art projects, not only as a form of expression, but as a lifeline that fosters unexpected friendships and ignites the desire for change among the inmates. Chapter 3: The Shadows of Regret. In this poignant chapter, we delve into the heart-wrenching narrative of Marcus, a man haunted by the events leading to his imprisonment for a crime of passion. The soundscape reflects his turmoil, with the echo of his own heartbeat underscoring the silence of his cell, punctuated by occasional distant shouts mingling with the rustle of paper as he reads from his diary. Marcus's voice trembles as he recounts the moment that changed his life forever, a split-second decision fueled by rage and desperation, leading to irreversible consequences. His reflections reveal a profound sense of regret, yet also a yearning for redemption. He speaks of loss, the loved ones left behind, and the isolating weight of guilt that clings to him like a shadow. Through his raw honesty, we witness how solitude can both drown the spirit and spark the journey of self-discovery, illuminating the painful lessons learned in the darkness of confinement. Chapter 4: Bonds Beyond Bars. In the heart of the prison, where despair often looms large, Lena emerges as a beacon of hope. A mother figure to her fellow inmates, she fosters a sense of community through storytelling nights. As the soft sound of metal chairs scraping the floor fills the air, Lena invites her peers to share their experiences, weaving their tales into a collective tapestry of resilience. Laughter mingles with the poignant stories of hardship as they bond over shared pain and triumphs, creating an atmosphere of warmth that transcends their cold surroundings. Listeners hear snippets of these narratives, stories of lost love, dreams deferred, and moments of clarity amid chaos. It's here, in this makeshift family, that they find strength and solace in each other's company, reminding them that even within the confines of steel bars, the human spirit can forge deep connections and thrive. Together, they create a haven of hope amidst the shadows. Chapter 5: Breaking Free. In this chapter, we dive into Jamal's journey of transformation. Once entangled in gang life, he reflects on the pivotal moment that led him to prison and the internal conflicts that followed. The audio diary paints a vivid picture as Jamal's voice, once filled with bravado, now carries a sincere intention to change his narrative. He shares his aspirations of becoming a mentor for at-risk youth, a role he believes can help steer others away from the mistakes he made. The sound of breaking chains resonates as a poignant symbol of his internal liberation, illustrating the process of shedding past identities. Listeners are enveloped in the raw emotion of his reflections, while ambient music swells, capturing the essence of hope and resilience. Jamal's story exemplifies the power of redemption and the profound capacity for change, leaving the audience inspired by the promise of a new beginning beyond prison walls. Chapter 6: The Weight of Silence. As the soundscape shifts to a haunting stillness, we delve into the profound loneliness experienced by inmates. The whispers of David, a quiet soul serving time for a mistake that altered his life, echo through the audio diary, revealing the weight of unspoken thoughts and suppressed emotions. David shares his struggle against the crushing vacuum of silence, where echoes of his past choices reverberate endlessly within the confines of his mind. He speaks candidly about sleepless nights spent reliving moments of regret and the isolation that cloaks him like a heavy shroud. As his voice trembles, poignant reflections on loneliness emerge, how it can either stifle or inspire. The chapter captures the stark reality of inner battles, highlighting a powerful relationship between silence and self-discovery. Sounds of distant footsteps and gentle sighs intertwine, reinforcing the raw humanity amidst the stark silence of prison life. Chapter 7: Letters Unsent. In this poignant chapter, the sound of scratching pens and crumpling paper fills the air as inmates open up about the letters they've written but never sent. We hear from Khalil, who shares the raw emotions tied to his uncommunicated feelings for his estranged son. "Every word I wanted to say gets stuck behind these bars," he reflects, his voice tinged with longing and regret. The soundscape emphasizes the solitude, with echoes of fellow inmates reading their own unsent letters, a chorus of muted heartache. Clara confesses to writing countless notes to her aging mother, filled with apologies and missed moments, none of which reached her. Their tales intertwine, revealing the burden of silence and the weight of unexpressed love. This chapter exposes the deep longing for connection, highlighting how the unsent words become symbols of confinement, both physical and emotional, reinforcing their desire for reconciliation and healing. Chapter 8: A Glimpse of Life Outside. In this chapter, the haunting echoes of prison life fade away as we journey into the bittersweet memories of freedom. Through the voices of the inmates, we hear heartfelt reflections on the moments they took for granted: children laughing, sunlit parks, and the taste of fresh air. Eli recalls the feeling of running barefoot in the grass with his daughter, his laughter mingling with her joyful squeals. The ambient soundscape of birds chirping and wind rustling draws listeners into his vivid recollections. Maya shares dreams of walking through a bustling city, feeling the rhythm of life pulse around her once more. These nostalgic whispers create a stark contrast to their current reality, allowing listeners to feel the weight of confinement alongside the burning desire for reintegration. As each voice interweaves memories and aspirations, it becomes clear that hope for a brighter future fuels their journey, proving that even behind bars, dreams remain alive. Chapter 9: The Echoes of Guilt. In this chapter, we delve into the haunting narratives of guilt that echo within the prison walls. Through the voice of David, a once promising athlete, we hear the cardinal moment that led him to incarceration, a reckless decision that forever altered his life and fate. David's diary captures the heavy weight of remorse as he describes sleepless nights haunted by the faces of those he hurt. His reflections illuminate the psychological scars left by guilt, portraying it as an unrelenting companion within the confines of prison. As ambient sounds of a ticking clock reverberate, listeners can feel the torment of lost opportunities and dreams deferred. The stark silence between his confessions amplifies the weight of his realizations. Guilt can be a catalyst for change, compelling inmates to confront their pasts. Ultimately, David's story reveals a critical truth: that acknowledging guilt is the first step towards healing and redemption, fostering a deeper understanding of the human condition. Chapter 10: Heartbeats of Change. The sound of rhythmic clapping echoes through the prison's workshop as inmates engage in a transformative rehabilitation program. In this chapter, we hear the unsettling intro of Marcus, who shares his journey of self-discovery through education. His voice trembles with vulnerability as he recounts the moment he decided to break free from the cycle of violence and despair. "Every book I read opened a new door," he states, revealing how literature became a lifeline amidst the chaos. As the audio diary unfolds, we hear snippets of group discussions filled with laughter and insight. Jamal shares how mentoring younger inmates has rekindled his sense of purpose, emphasizing, "I want them to see there's a way out." The atmosphere grows electric, with shared dreams and newfound hope as the inmates express a commitment to personal growth. Through their collective efforts, they illustrate that change isn't just possible, it's a powerful heartbeat resonating within the walls of confinement. Chapter 11. The Power of Forgiveness. In this poignant chapter, inmates confront the often overwhelming weight of guilt and regret that binds them. Marcus shares a tender reflection on the anguish of having hurt those he loved most and the quest for self-forgiveness. The sound of a pen scratching on paper punctuates his diary entry, revealing his struggle to balance his remorse with hope for redemption. As he speaks of his mother, who visits with tearful eyes, we hear the deep ache of unspoken apologies. Maya steps in, reminding us that forgiveness is not solely for the forgiven, it's a gift we give ourselves. She recounts the transformative impact of group therapy sessions, where inmates voice their feelings and extend forgiveness to one another. The backdrop is filled with raw emotion, echoing themes of vulnerability and healing. Through shared stories, inmates explore the liberating power of forgiveness, igniting a flicker of hope amidst their dark realities. Chapter 12. Cultivating Hope. In the dim light of the prison's art room, Maya recounts the transformative impact of creativity in the lives of the inmates. She describes how art workshops, music sessions, and community projects serve as lifelines, offering a sense of purpose amidst the bleakness of confinement. The sounds of brushes on canvas, laughter echoing through the halls, and the strumming of guitars fill the air, creating an atmosphere charged with possibility. Maya shares the story of one inmate who found solace in painting, channeling his pain into vibrant murals that now adorn the walls. These pieces not only reflect personal struggles but also bring together diverse backgrounds, fostering connection and understanding among inmates. With each stroke, they reclaim their narratives and inspire hope in each other. As Maya articulates, in here, art heals, and through these walls, we learn to dream again. The chapter closes with the resonant sound of a shared melody, symbolizing the unity forged through creativity. Chapter 13. In this poignant chapter, the voices of family members resonate, revealing the often overlooked impact of incarceration on loved ones outside. We hear from Aisha, the daughter of Eli, who shares the void left in her life since her father's imprisonment. Her heartfelt reflections convey a mix of anger, confusion, and longing for connection. Interspersed with sniffles and quiet sobs, she narrates the struggle of growing up without a father figure, echoing the sentiment of many children facing similar heartache. As we transition to the voice of Carlos, the brother of Marcus, we sense a deep familial bond that persists despite physical separation. He talks about the sleepless nights, worrying about Marcus while trying to hold the family together. The chapter highlights letters exchanged, filled with shared moments, and the hope that one day they will reunite. It underscores the resilience of familial ties and the shared burden of hope amidst heartache, inviting listeners to empathize with both sides of this complex narrative.